Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So you may notice that 1, I sound different, 2, I look different, and that's pretty much it. I thought that was going to be a longer list, but really it wasn't. So exciting news, I got a new camera! Yay! So now we'll be able to autofocus a little bit better. I will look a little bit nicer. I will most likely always be in focus. Yay. And I'm going to sound better because I actually have a professional microphone now, and I think I sound so good, and it finally matches, well, now my picture and my sound just sound much more professional, and I really, really like that. So I'm just going to give a quick shout out to my husband for getting me this camera and supporting me and helping me just like continue on in this whole adventure that I'm just really, really loving. And my husband's Aunt Diana, now my Aunt Diana, for getting me this microphone, which is sitting right here. It's a beautiful platinum gold, and it's a blue Yeti, which I'm just like, oh, it's so pretty. So I am just super pumped. So we're going to be kind of figuring out this whole camera situation here together, and I'm going to keep an eye on making sure that it is recording. There's a little red dot, so if you see me just like ooching a little bit to the side, that's because that's where my viewfinder is, just so you know. All my lighting has stayed the same, but this is a big change, and this camera is a huge upgrade for me, so I'm really excited. Another fun fact, I've actually already shot this video that you're about to watch. I shot it yesterday using my vlog camera just to see what I thought, because it did do the autofocusing that I really liked that my old Canon DSLR didn't. DSLR. But for the first half, I didn't even realize my microphone wasn't recording. And the second half, my camera wasn't in focus. So we scrapped that. Now I wasn't even planning to get the camera yesterday, but I got it yesterday. So I just decided to reshoot the whole thing, ignore all that. So if you're interested in watching this remake of this high-end must-haves, trying some things that I've tried before and just continuing to use, / using different colors. Does that even make sense? That's a really long title. Anyways, if you're interested in watching that, please subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel, tell your sisters, tell your friends, hit that notification bell so you'll alert when I post new videos, and I'll see you next time. No, please keep watching. Okay, first things first, we're going to prime our face using this Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. Now I can actually do this and you can see the product, yay, and it refocuses on my face. Okay, that's drying down. Shoot, which primer did I use yesterday? I don't remember. So I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer, which is $6 or $7, maybe $8 at the drugstore. One of my favorite primers. It is very messy though. Just so you know, it's like kind of silicone-y and lotion-y or something, and it just doesn't like to come off of your fingers. But it's like kind of like a white lotion-y thing. I take out one pump and I put this on my face to just kind of fill my pores. It smells sort of like gasoline, Home Depot, and eucalyptus mixed together. I know that's a really weird combination. I personally like all three of those smells, so to me, I'm like, not a big deal. But if you don't, I would guess like maybe don't breathe through your nose when you use this primer, because I highly recommend it. It just does such a great job of filling in your pores, and it just like, everything just sits really nicely on it. With my new microphone, also, you may notice that you hear a little bit more of me like moving around, so I'm going to try and avoid that. I put a towel down that's a couple folded over so that maybe it won't be as clangy, but we'll see. Okay, so primers are on. I'm going to let that sit down, and we're going to talk about my first product that I'm super excited to try. I'm going to pull it up on Sephora really quick so we can talk about it. It is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. I am wearing it in 0N, which is zero neutral. It's $40 at Ulta. There are, I think they said 40 shades. Gets 1,300 reviews, 4.4 stars. Just some background information on it. It's medium coverage, good for all skin types, matte finish. The biggest things that I saw is that it says it's a waterproof formula that fuses with skin resisting extreme conditions like workout sessions, water, and even high temperatures and humid environments. Well, I live in Houston, so humid environment is yes. So this is really good. I mean, I probably wouldn't wear this like working out, but since I have worn this before because of my failed video yesterday, I can tell you that it is extremely transfer resistant. It's not 100%, like nothing is. Otherwise that would be permanent. Another thing I noticed is that yes, it's medium coverage, so it doesn't cover everything. It is super watery, and this is not my right shade. I did get this for Christmas, so I do not have a receipt. and the process of like returning it just sounds horrible to me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix it. This is the bottle, by the way. So pretty, right? I am going to mix in some of my Catrice Prime and Fine darkening drops right here, which if you haven't watched any of my videos, this is like my favorite transforming drops. There's also lighter ones that I'm obsessed with, but I usually go for a foundation that's a little bit more light because it tends to be more neutral, and then add some of these to darken it up. So that's what I'm gonna do. I will swatch a little bit on the back of my hand like I always do so we can get a color test. It'll come out. It is very, very liquidy, so there's some on the back of my hand, and I'm just gonna squeeze a fair amount into my little tubby over here, I guess you would call. Just put that right there. See how much too light that is? And then just a dollop of the Catrice drops. I have not tried these two together. I wore it yesterday and it was incredibly pale on me. It looked fine, but as it was like wearing down on my skin, it was painfully obvious that my foundation did not match my face. So we're gonna do it like this and I'll dab it out. So I didn't make it, does that even look darker? I didn't make it significantly darker, but it's definitely darker. I'm just gonna dot some out on my face. This might still be too light, but I'll make it work. Go ahead and blend this out. I'm gonna be using a damp beauty blender, which are my faves. Adding a little bit of those Catrice drops definitely helped. It's still a little bit light, but it does dry down just an ooch darker. So I think this will help make it a little bit more natural looking. Also, I'm going to blend it down my neck today, unlike yesterday when I didn't do that. So see, it's really not a full coverage. It's not even close. It never claims to be either. But it's just like a natural, like kind of looks like your skin but not kind of thing. It just makes everything look a little bit more flawless. But you can definitely see a lot of redness here. So I'm going to put on one more, or I'm going to finish up this half of the face, and then we'll go ahead and build up. Okay, this is one layer. As you can see, it's definitely not full coverage. I have quite a bit of product left over here, so we're just gonna go ahead and add a little bit more in this area to start. I haven't really tried like building it up too much, so this will be a good test now. I put a little bit more yesterday, but I didn't build it up quite like this, so we'll have to see. It's definitely like easy enough to blend out. I wouldn't leave it for a super long time, because if you notice where I just dropped a little bit on my face before mixing the new color in, it kind of was difficult to blend out, but it feels very lightweight. Like it doesn't feel like there's anything on my skin, which is always a good thing. I feel like it looks super pale to y'all. If like the way this looks, I'm probably going to darken it a little bit more next time I wear it, but it doesn't look terrible. I'm definitely super red right here still, so man, I like put way too much out. I overestimated how much I was gonna need. I'm just gonna blend more on my cheek and just kind of build it up a little bit. Yesterday I did notice that it started to kind of separate on my face about 4 hours in. I don't think it would have been as noticeable if I had been wearing like the correct shade, but it was super obvious that you could see like my darker skin tone popping through. So hopefully, if I get the color right, this won't be as terrible. It looks just kind of like a natural finish. Like there's a little bit of glow in my cheeks, but not too much. And I told you I got like a quarter size dollop, and then there's like that much left. So not too much, but I'm not gonna build it up anymore. I'll just be less generous with my foundation the next time, and that's fine. The concealer I used yesterday, which if you watch my birthday video, you've seen this product, is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. That's what it looks like. This baby has the biggest doe foot. Isn't that insane? And let me tell you, this stuff, it is dang near full coverage, and you do not need a lot. And let me tell you, I slathered this stuff on for my birthday video, and it was everywhere. So just be gentle, even if you're doing like a full coverage look. Don't go crazy. But especially since this is like a more medium foundation, I definitely don't want like my under eye to be super full coverage and then everywhere else not be. Does that make sense? And I'm using this in 325 Eggshell, which is just a little bit too light for me, but I love the like yellow of it. I feel like it just makes me look like really bright under the eye. And for some reason my mascara is like not covering right now, but I'm just gonna highlight the rest of my face really quick. I feel like it's not really covering up as well as it usually does, so I'm just gonna add a little bit more right under the eye. See if we can't increase that coverage just a little bit, because I have really dark circles today apparently. I don't know what's going on. That looks a bit better. I still have this one dark spot right here that never wants to get covered for some reason. I'm gonna go ahead and set my concealer areas with the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in 05 Fair. My favorite finishing powder. Like I said, any of my videos, you know I love this stuff. Okay, first I'm just gonna make sure I don't have any creases under my eyes. Okay, and then I'm just gonna dab my wet sponge or my damp sponge into the powder. And can you hear my dog barking? There's someone in my neighbor's yard, I think. It's okay. Just like that. What is happening here? Do you see that line? We'll make it go away when we put powder on everywhere else. It'll be fine. Like, look how much like flawless that looks. I love this powder. And it's just gonna use the same light powder to set the rest of my concealed areas, my highlighted areas. Now to set the rest of my face, I am going to use, wow, this video has gotten long. I don't know what happened. We'll cut out a lot. I'm gonna use the Coty Airspun and just set the rest of my face. I love this powder. It smells just like your grandma, but I'm using it in Naturally Neutral, and it just doesn't really change the color of your foundation or anything, unless your foundation is like really, really light. But it's just like the perfect neutrally, almost translucent, but not quite. Just adds a little bit more coverage to your foundation, and it just looks so good on the skin, you guys. Like, what's happening right there? You see this line? It's like I didn't get quite enough foundation right there. Oh, look at that. That's not good.
That's right.
Apparently I should have blended a little bit better.
Well, that's not good.
Go ahead and dust away with the Real Techniques powder brush. You don't need any extra powder. I'm going to use the Catrice Prime and Fine Professional Contouring Palette in 010 Ashy Radiance. And I will just go ahead and take, it's just a super fluffy Sonia Kashuk brush. I don't think that this is going to help or anything. I think it's going to make it worse. But we will go for it.
Wow, that looks really good.
Just going to take a little bit in this pretty dense Sonia Kashuk brush. It doesn't have a name. And just do a light contour under the cheekbones. I'm not super concerned about doing anything majorly like perfect, because now I'm going to go over with the Butter Bronzer and Deep Bronzer. In the past, I've used the light bronzer because I have lighter skin. I figured I needed the light bronzer. So this is the light bronzer and this is the deep bronzer. So the light one, this one that I'm moving, is much more warm, and the deep bronzer is obviously darker and much more cool toned. I did not like the light bronzer, so I was never using it because I was like, oh, that looks terrible on my skin. But again, I tried this one yesterday using the Real Techniques blush brush, and I was so impressed. I love like the pearlescence of it. It just makes you look like you're like glowing. I like this blush brush because it's super fluffy, and it just gives like this diffused color. It's not like a harsh thing. And see how it's like blending out my contour too, but like leaving most of that in place. That's what I'm going for. Same issue yesterday. If you can kind of see right here, I have a little bit of texture that's like kind of obvious related to the foundation. And wow, I really overdid it on the bronzer today. So we're just gonna blend this out kind of everywhere. Just make my skin look a little bit darker. And then I'm just gonna go along my jawline, under my chin, and down the neck. I feel like I'm gonna go ahead and say that I don't consider this foundation to be transfer proof. I feel like it's getting picked up a lot off of my texture, which is kind of bothering me. But it's not horrible. What do you think so far? Other than my nose, don't look at my nose. I'm gonna finish up my eyebrows off camera, and I'll tell you what product I'm using when I get back, and I'll be back momentarily. Okay, so I finished up my eyebrows. To tell you, I used the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil in taupe. I really like it. It's like a good color. They don't have a lot of color options, but this one I feel like is very universal and could work for a lot of people. It matches my hair perfectly. I really like it. This foundation is like totally broken up on my forehead. Can you see that? See if it'll focus. Like it's like, or not broken up, but like just, it's just gone. Like you can see all my texture right here. And I don't know if that's the bronzer or the foundation, so I'll have to like keep trying it. I hope it's not the bronzer. I'm going to throw a little bit of the, that was a weird noise. I'm going to throw a little bit of the Butter Bronzer in deep using an M573 into my crease just to kind of give my eyes some color. I'm going to go ahead and just put a little bit under my lower lashes using a Slim Miss Glam N15 eyeshadow brush. I don't know where I got this from. Maybe it's from, oh, it's from an Ipsy, I think. Just smoke it out. It's just like a nice flat brush and I like that. Okay, lastly, my last new product that I'm excited to try is the ABH Amrezy Highlight. You guys, I wanted this when it first came out and I missed it. I couldn't get my hands on it. It's some pricey stuff. It's $28. And this packaging is so pretty. Do you see that? I don't know if that was even in focus, but I don't care because I gotta open this. And then this is the highlight. Why is that not focusing in the middle? And this. Okay, y'all, this is like to die for. Like, look at this packaging. I know. Okay, I don't know anything about it. Actually, it's no longer available at Ulta. Shit, I'm sorry, guys. But it was $28, had almost 5 stars, just under 1,700 reviews. It just says a light brilliant gold is the only option. Looks like it's in stock at a couple Sephora's themselves, but online you can no longer get it, which is dumb. Yesterday I tried it with a very fluffy highlight brush. This is the M510 from Morphe, and it did not do anything for me. So I tried the Real Technique setting brush, which is much more dense. It's great for setting the under eye with powder, but also for highlight. This reminds me of the Anastasia A25 one. And so I'm just gonna dip in here and what do y'all think of that? Okay, yesterday I tried this on and I was not impressed. I was super disappointed that this was like not very blinding, but I wonder if it was just like it was like pressed in so deep that nothing was coming off on my brush, because that I don't hate. That I don't hate at all. Yesterday I was like, ugh. I'm gonna throw on eyeliner and mascara. For eyeliner, I'm gonna be using the L'Oreal Infallible Matte-matic in taupe gray. I'm gonna put this in the upper waterline. It really just like makes your eyelashes look so full. I just do like the outer 2/3, outer half or so. I never go all the way in because like if you had falsies on, it's like thicker on the outside, you know what I mean? I just think it like makes like fake falsies, like out of your own eyelashes. Okay, I just love the way it looks. It's not black, it's not gray, it's not brown. It's just like a multi-purpose color. And then, which you've seen this on my birthday video, the Covergirl Exhibitionist Mascara. It looks like this, like an hourglass shape, but like much more like intense than like the Maybelline Voluminous Lash or the Better Than Sex mascara. And I really like the way it looks. And you really don't need a lot of mascara. Like, this is real time. That's one coat. And it's already like totally accentuated my lashes. Made them look so long and full. Like, I don't know, it just like separates, but like also is a little clumpy. I don't know, I like it. There's a quick side-by-side of with and without mascara. That's one coat. I'm just obsessed with this. Okay, I was just looking really up close to my face in this mirror, putting on my mascara, and if you look, like you can see all my texture right here. For my lips, I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Fussy. It is this color. It's like a great universal pinky nude. And it's my new favorite lip gloss, honestly. A little plumpy, but not painful. And I just love the color. It's just like kind of natural, has a little bit of shimmer. It's not super sticky, but like you can tell that it's there. And I just really like the color. I just think it looks so flattering. And I like that. I'm going to set my face really quick with the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. You can get this for $15 at Ulta. Okay guys, this is the final look. Comparison from before and after of what I thought of things. I was really wanting to like the Dior foundation. I'm going to keep trying it. I'll consider this my first try and we'll keep trying it. I think this will be great because I do feel like it really like sits in your skin and like it does not want to move on my hands. Like, so it is like somewhat resistant and I do like that. I feel like this would be a great addition to foundations. So I'm going to keep using that. The amrezy highlight, which I'm so bummed is not available anymore. I did not like it yesterday, but
Girl, I like that now.
and these eyelashes, that's one coat. Covergirl Exhibitionist. Go check it out. It's a silver bottle. You won't regret it. I hope you like this video, you guys. Let me know what you think of this foundation. Who's tried it? Do you think it's like worth it? Because it's $40. That's kind of pricey for like a you know what I mean? So if you want to see a wear test, let me know in the comments below. What do you think of this foundation? Who's tried it? Who wants to try it? Who thinks I'm just full of crap right now with the way it looks on my face? What do y'all think of the amrezy highlight? What do y'all think of the butter bronzer? I feel like everyone loves it and I'm kind of like on the fence. Am I weird? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Just let me know your feelings. Y'all need to try this lip gloss. It's $18. I know it's kind of pricey, but you do not use a lot and it's
So beautiful.
please be sure to subscribe to my channel, tell your sisters, tell your friends, hit that notification bell so you're alerted when I post new videos so that you get alerts because you want to see my videos. Also, give me a thumbs up if you like this video and I'll see you next time. Bye.